Hello, all you beautiful people out there. My name is Emmanuel, and welcome to the complete guide on how to build a store by yourself in Retail Tycoon 2. So there are 7 different stages on how you can build your own great store in Retail Tycoon 2. First one is what to sell. Second one, money. The third, size. The 4th, rating. The 5th, security. The 6th, staff, and the last, the design. All these 7 categories in total will make you a great looking store, a great working store, an efficient store that will earn you lots of money and actually work very well. So, let's start with the first one. What to sell. Now, as I've been doing testings, I know that, for example, furniture is a great way to earn money in the game. So in this situation, we will be selling furniture. So we will be building a furniture store. And I know that for furniture you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 small plots and 3 of the large ones. And then I have covered the entire furniture category, which is important because customers expect things within the category. If we want to sell 2 copies of each furniture, for example, we would then need 26 small plots and 6 large plots. More about that one later. So that's the first one. We're going to sell furniture. The second one, money. Alright, so I see now I have $300,000 in this new store. What can I do with it? So the first one, parking slots. With 300,000, how many parking slots can I actually afford? In this situation, I think I can afford maybe parking slots for a value of, yeah, let's say 140,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be 8 parking slots. So 16. Actually, we'll just do like this. We now build 20 parking slots for a value of about 210,000, as you can see right here. It is important to have a lot of parking slots in your store, because the more parking slots you have, the more customers can enter your store and actually buy your items. But if your parking slot area is actually not filled up, there is no point in building more parking slots. But if you constantly see a full store of parking slots, cars standing on every single parking slot space, then you might need to actually expand it a bit. And if it doesn't, make sure you have a 5-star rated store. This one doesn't have any ratings yet because it isn't open. But a 5-star rated store, and maybe upgrade your sign over there. It gives you signage, which means more customers. So yes, alright. Number 3, size. Okay, so what size do I want for this store? I know that I now have 20 parking slots, which can mean that I can have up to around 60 customers in the store at the same time. That's a lot of customers. So I know that I might need quite a large store. And do I want 2 floors, or do I want 1 single large one? In this situation, I'll just build 1 large floor. So let's say 20 by 12. Now I have this huge area to work with. Alright, so now I just need to hop back to what to sell, because I actually need to build my plots. So I need to build my shelvings, and since I have 20 parking slots, I think that I should maybe have 2 copies of each, meaning I need 26 of these small plots and 6 of the large ones. And when I think about that, I actually expand it by 2 again, because I don't want the ratings to be bad. Because as number 4 says, rating, which is important with crowdedness. And in order to have good crowdedness, you need to keep the plots kind of move them away from each other, so that they don't actually make people buckle up in groups around here. An important thing about crowdedness is kind of have more entrances. Or maybe have your customers walk in a straight line around your store or something like that. Because if people cross each other all the time, for example, if they walk upstairs, you will get poor rated crowdedness. So alright, I'm gonna just build build something here. Alright, now I have built something over here. This will be my shelvings layouts. Important thing to know is that you do not often want customers to actually have shelves to stand on shelves like, or you don't want the shelves to move to face each other like too much. Here I have 3 spots between because I know that they face each other. If it's 2, then it's going to be very crowded around the shelves. So therefore I make sure when the shelves actually face each other, they at least have some space between them. And places where no faces are facing and shelves are facing anywhere, it's totally fine to have even 1 spot between, but I'll just do 2 because it looks better and I know that we're going to have a lot of customers. Even now, when I sit here and think about the store, I already know that it actually might struggle with crowdedness, even though it's kind of large at this point, so I might even need to expand more later. But now, okay, we're gonna move on to decoration. Okay, what kind of decoration? Okay, I really like fountains. I like to just put fountains everywhere, because fountains give lots of decoration. So I would just want to put a fountain in each corner and 1 in the middle, and boom. We're good to go. We have enough decoration. Now this is going to give us 5-star decoration. Decoration is very, very simple. It's all about just doing this really. And when I think about it, I'll move this one facing this direction outwards, because then I can move this one facing towards these more. The reason for that is, as I've mentioned, since they aren't facing each other now, it's fine that they're so close to each other. If they were facing each other, I would want at least 3 spots between. So, okay, decoration is good. Okay, now we need cleanliness. Okay, let's move on to amenities and get ourselves some trash cans. Cleanliness, not covered at all. I'll just put some trash cans every here and there, like this. Cleanliness seems covered now. Not in the middle though, so what I can do instead of having these ones over here, I can actually maybe put the trash cans in the middle like this. That seems fine. Cleanliness is now covered. I'll put the ones in the corner here as well. There we go. Cleanliness is also now covered. Don't worry about like small open spots in your store. It's all about just covering the general area of your store, because, you know, customers won't throw anything if they're walking over here, right? But if they're actually walking on this tile, they might throw garbage. But nobody's going to walk on this tile anyways, so it doesn't matter. They won't throw any garbage here. So cleanliness is now covered. Okay, so the next one. Security. We need security for this store. Alright, so now I just need to work out where do I want my entrances to this store. I want 4 entrances. I want 1. And I want them kind of moved away from each other like this. So I think maybe do like this would be a nice layout. And for security, I like just dragging double like this. And I think those covers security pretty much enough. A lot of people use cameras like over the shelves and stuff like that. And yes, they do work. I personally don't actually use them at all. But if you have a lot of money, feel free to use cameras, but they are really expensive. Actually, these one actually aren't too expensive. Feel free to use cameras if you want, but I generally never tend to use them at all, actually. I just use the gates in the entrances. Alright, so now we need to move on to staff. What kind of staff do you want? Okay, so do you want a delivery driver? I don't think I need a delivery driver. I'll just do instant delivery. I'm fine with it. Do I need a manager? I would want it automatic. So yes, I would want a manager. I'll just put the manager far the way in the back here. And I'll hire a manager. And since we don't, I'll just pause it in this time. And since we don't have any delivery drivers, I'll just put it on instant delivery. I like to put the manager on 200% when I have larger stores. It makes it so there are more items stocked like in the shelves as backup. And when you have a manager, I also suggest adding some storage for the manager to actually load your items, especially when you're selling stuff like furniture. You might not need it if you sell foods, but for furniture, I would suggest doing so. Tips when it comes to manager and delivery drivers is actually you don't need storage when you have delivery drivers. There's a bug where the delivery driver will just deliver the items even though they don't fit in your storage. So it will say you have like 7,000 out of 3,000 items. But you could also add these shelves if you want. It doesn't really matter too much. It's up to you. If you want to spare some money, sure, but if you have space for them, just build them, it's easier. Yes, so finance reps. Finance reps in a store like this is really important. You need finance reps in a store selling expensive items. You have to get it. It will boost your earnings a lot. How many do I need though? I have 20 parking slots. And when I look at the money, actually, I can't even have 20 parking slots. Let's sell two in the middle right here. And 2 over here. I now have 16 parking slots. With 16 parking slots, I think 4 finance reps sounds alright. Then I have 1 finance rep per 4 parking slots. That sounds about accurate. And I left some space in the corner right here for the finance rep desk. So I'll just put the finance rep desk over here. And for the other finance rep desks, yeah, I can just put them like this. Now I have finance reps, 4 of them actually. So I'm fine on that area. I'll just do this to make it look a bit better. Alright. Restockers. Okay, so in this kind of store, it isn't too large. So I think I would only need 2 restockers in a store like this. In the beginning, they might be a bit slow, but eventually they will level up and 2 will be more than enough. Also, I'll just hire the delivery drivers. No, not the delivery driver, I'm sorry, the finance reps. When it comes to loan, keep it at any, it's just fine, it doesn't matter. But about the restockers again, it's just fine. Just 2 is alright. 1 restocker will do this area of the store and the other one will do this one. Maybe you can add more, you'll see. We'll let it eventually, in the end, we're gonna let it run and see if we actually plan this out correctly. Alright, so in the end, do we need cashiers? So when you're selling cheaper items like foods and stuff like that, customers will spend a lot more time actually buying the items, right? Because they need to like check every single item they have, and some of them buy up to like 20 items. In a store like this, as you know, it's not too large, so you don't really need cashiers at all. I think that 1 self-checkout per 8 parking slots is actually just more than enough. It's fine. You won't have any queues anyways, and at the worst, there might be a queue of like 3 people standing there, and 3 people isn't too much. It's nothing. But where do I put it though? That's a good question. Because at the moment, I have actually very little space in the store. One thing I realized though, is that I have a 3 open area right here, where no shelf is actually pointing towards this one. So I'll just move this one down here, like this, and I'll put the self-checkouts right here. An important tip when it comes to self-checkouts is to keep them at least somewhat close to the doors, because if you have them far back in your store, customers might have to like walk all this way to get to the checkout. But if they're like here, for example, they just need to like boom, boom. It's not too far. They can go here, boom, boom, leave. Very easy for the customers to walk around. And these just, yeah, okay, they're fine like that. Actually, I'll move the trash cans a little bit just to give them some space here. It works like this. Alright. Actually, I'll move them in like this. I don't know if it's... No, I didn't. Just moved it in there so the customers have like this area to walk around. Also, they just added these new things. Mobility scooters, shopping carts, and these baskets. I'll just add a couple of baskets here. I know that shopping carts is not necessary for furniture, but mobility scooters might actually be. So, I don't know, I'll just put mobility scooters... Ooh. Since I removed the parking slots, I have this space where I can put the mobility scooters like this. How many do I need? I might... Let's say 4 this time. I don't think you need as much as 4, but it just looks cool, so why not? They are really cool, so let's move them like this. That looks a little bit better. So now the people can also use their mobility scooters. That's about it. That's everything we need. Now we have checked the staff, security rating, size, money, and what to sell. We just need to stock them. Technically, we don't need to stock them. We can just assign them and let the manager do the work, and the restockers as well. But before we do that, let's design the store. Let's make it look a little bit better. Designing tips. Just feel free to do whatever you want, really. I could perhaps change these doors. They don't look too cool. Maybe I make these kind of doors? They look fancy. Maybe I add like round windows, giving the store more like an old vibe. I think that looks really cool. If I want to do it more like here, let's do glass over here. And let's also do something cool here. Let's add, for example, around where the shelves are. And the rest, just fill it up. Let's, around here, we're just gonna do like this. Make sure to keep an opening, so I'll just add a door for the finance rep to actually walk through. Not too much about designing here though. I'm just building something quick. Doesn't look too good, but it works. Just gonna add the ceiling above everything. Think I missed a couple of walls on the side here. Yeah, I did. Alright. We have now built ourselves a cool looking store. It looks totally average, but now we just need to stock the stuff and just build the store. So, alright, well, let's just start by adding small furniture around here. Doing the same thing on the other side. We need large furniture. Let's add it there. And there. No, let's do there. Exercise equipment. And the game tables. And last, let's fill these plots. Trying to make them like kind of away from each other. So you kind of can have walk around. When it comes to guard, in this size store, I'll add 1 guard. I think that's enough. You can add 2 if you have 2 floors, but for 1 floor I think the guard is fine. And janitors, let's add 2. But I do believe 1 is enough, but let's just add 2 just in case. And we'll add the bin in the front here. And yes, decoration again. We need to just fix this decoration. Personally, I just drag plants across here. Same thing with the other side. And it's back to green. We're fine. It's fixed. Decoration is no longer a problem. It seems like these doesn't get too much decoration, so boom. And there we go. Store should be perfectly decorated again. Manager is back in his place. We have 4 finance. We need 2 more finance reps. Everything is now working perfectly. Let's unpause the workers. Let's start the manager. And let's just lose some money. I'm just joking. Let's just actually stock the items. These desks aren't able to be reached by the finance reps. That's alright. I'll just move them out one space. Oh, in the end, I kind of forgot. We don't really have a sign. Let's build a little bit of a larger sign. Let's do, for example, this stone sign for 5,000. Gives us 55 signatures. Should be enough. Solo build. Alright, so the store is now completely filled, it seems. It's up and working. The manager is starting to stock the backup storage, as you can see. So, time to just open the store and let's see how it goes. I realized right now that people actually do complain a little bit about the decoration, and I wonder exactly why, because decoration in theory should be quite good. But as you can see, it's not like a very bright green, so I can add some plants somewhere. So I'll add some over here, for example. This will help a little bit around decoration over here. And around the entrance, I realized that it's actually a little bit dark, so I'll just add the slice over here. And I'll do the same right here, add a couple. Let's look at decoration now. It's going up, it's 4.5 now. Queue sizes. Queue sizes is a problem at the moment. Let's look at the queues. I realize there are some queues, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Shelter is... So when one shelter doesn't work, usually I just... When shelter doesn't work, usually I just drag these edge pieces around like this, and people believe it counts as shelter. You can also do like that, but people believe it is shelter here now, so we're kind of fine. When it comes to decoration, I just dragged some plants, more plants around everything because they complain about decoration. They still do, so I might even need even more plants. I realized it's a bit dark over here, so let's, for example, the easiest way would be to just drag plants across, but let's just put a bunch of plants at different places. Just to make customers a little bit more happy with the decoration. Here I realize it's a bit dark. I'm fixing that. Door looks kind of bright now, but let's just add a couple here as well. Now I'm confused if it doesn't have 5-star decoration. And it does. The store now has 5-star decoration, which is absolutely great. Queue sizes, as you can see, were only a problem at some times, but it doesn't matter. It's not any problem. So, in about 15 minutes, I earned at least 30k, because I also bought some plants, so it was 11 minutes left. So in about 10 minutes, 10-11 minutes, I earned around 30k from this store. Estimated. So, I hope this video was quite helpful for you. It was like kind of made really quickly in the get-go because I haven't been able to actually build this good quality mid-game guide with the 100k and 400k layout yet. It's still in the works, and I need to like quality check stuff and test things and stuff like that in order to actually get some good layouts for you, because when I post a video I want it to be perfect. So in order for it to be perfect, the big videos I make, I need time. So I hope this video helped you who might not have had a lot of money and needed a layout to build. Now I naturally had 300k for this layout, but you can do the same thing with more, you can do the same thing with less, but just follow the 7-step guide and you'll be able to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was a bit long, but it's needed. So have a great day or night further. Subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this one. Like the video if you actually found it informative, then I actually might make more videos like this one, longer explanation videos. And comment down below for the algorithm, it helps out a ton. Please just comment anything down below. And also, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you
in the next one. Peace.